Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Here's another weekly vlog. So I'm going to start off with the CEX trade-in, just so we can update the game fund and we all know where we are. So I had a few games to trade in. If you've been watching, you obviously know I had the Tony Hawk's 4. I am trading in Tekken, and there's a Crash Bandicoot. I've got a spare Crash Bandicoot now because I managed to pick up the double case from Del Boys and a few others. So let's get those traded in. Obviously, I had a look around when I was there, so let's take a look at the CEX Immersive Tidfill and see if they had anything worth picking up.
Alright, let's see what this is about. Where the fuck is everyone?
So that didn't go to plan. CEX was closed for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I was chatting to Retro Rick and he said, well, judging by the video, the sign was out. So maybe they was just understaffed and they'd gone out for dinner. I didn't think of that, so I left and just went home. So, yeah, I perhaps should have waited half an hour or something, but it is what it is. I'll just have to wait until I go to another CEX, my next trip. So later on in the week, I got called down to Penarth, which is down by Cardiff, for a little job. And as I was driving down into the town, I did notice a few charity shops. So obviously I had to go and have a look, didn't I? So I'll show you some footage here. There was a few games. I'll let you decide if they were worth picking up or not, and whether I should have grabbed some that I didn't. So here's the footage there, and hope you enjoy. So as you can see, there was a few games. There wasn't anything that stood out, nothing really of value. 90% of them were like 10 pence games, so I left them there. There's no point in getting them. The only one I thought may have been worth money was this one here, which was the FIFA on the DS. But closer look, that only trades in for £1.40, so you're just losing money. £5 for a game is incredible. But on the note of charity shops, I'm just going to show you this photo. Now, Laura popped to town for, well, it wasn't for me. Well, it was kind of for me. She was getting some cakes. We wanted some cakes. So she had a quick look at the charity shop while she was waiting for the bakery to open. And she sent me this. £20 for this game, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on PlayStation 2. And this is what CEX is selling it for. So I always thought the charity shops would be checking that website and stuff to get prices, because that's why they're creeping up. But obviously they're not, because where the hell would you get 20 quid from for that when they're actually selling it for 2? Who knows? But yeah, absolutely mental out there. So to get a good game or a nice and cheap game, it really is hit and miss at the minute. But that was that for charity shops. But car boot sales next. We did actually get to a car boot sale, so I'm going to chuck up some footage of that. And I didn't get loads of footage because it wasn't really a lot. But I will. You'll see. So looking at that car boot, there wasn't a lot there, but I do have a bit of regret. There was a few Xboxes here and Xbox controllers. I don't know if you can see in the video, but the reason was basically there was a couple of games here as well. So I picked up the games, and you could see there was all like water and condensation in between the plastic of where the insert was. And I thought, well, they've obviously been out because it had been raining and whatnot. They've been out in the rain and all that. And I thought, what if the consoles and the controls are exactly the same? They've been out in the rain. So I did pick up a controller. I know they trade in for good money. They're around 12 quid trade in an Xbox 360 controller. It looked okay, but I wasn't sure. So going forward, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some batteries with me because it had the pack, but no batteries, obviously. So I'm going to take a set of batteries with me. I could plug them in and press the button, and if it lights up, at least we're halfway home. At least I know that it's actually going to power up, and then obviously we'll have to test it when we bring it back. So I think that's what I'm going to do future, because I would have liked to grab a couple. There was 3 controllers here altogether. I didn't know what he was asking, but even if he said a £5 each, we could have made £7 per controller. So yeah, and then the last thing was a Xbox 360 Slim. Now, I was mulling over that, and I was like, what do you think, Laura? And she said, it's up to you. And I did want to take the risk, but then obviously you don't know if you're going to... He wanted 15 quid for it. I know in CEX they're trading in for around 40, so I could have done all right. But then on second look, when I checked, it didn't have a hard drive in it. There was no hard drive at all. Well, none of the expandable ones, so that drops the price down. So I said, oh, is it really worth it? There was a few other Xboxes there as well. He had an Xbox One, but he wanted 50 for that, which is about his money. So in the end, I left them all there. But at one point then, we was walking past, because we got there quite late. It was almost closing. A guy starts shouting out at his stall, everything is free, come and help yourself. So as you can imagine, there's a few people going through his stuff now. It was a lot of tat, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I ended up picking up a few bits because I'm just a scavenger. So yeah, he was giving away, he said everything's got to go. It's got to, it's all free, take it basically. So that's what I did. So I didn't go mental and grab loads, but I'll just show you what I picked up. Here's a little clip anyway. Are ready for fish?
It's free, take it.
Everything is free.
Some tights.
Yeah. Fast, yeah.
Grab a box roll.
That's really to the show. Yeah. Take it. I said take it. Take it, it's for free.
All free. Take it all, come on.
There's a fucking typewriter but there in the box. So as you can see from the video, there was a hat, this lovely hat here. I did pick it up just for shits and gigs. When I put it on, it just reminded me of when I looked at it when I got home. I just thought I looked like an acorn, like the top of an acorn, and I couldn't think of a TV. There was a TV show character that was popping in my head, but I couldn't think who it was. Well, I think I found him, and it's this one. So if you remember him, let me know. Anyway, what else did we pick up? So there was a box of leads. So I know leads aren't really anything special, but I noticed a guy going through one of these crates and he's pulling out leads. And then I seen a special little end dangling, and I thought, that looks very familiar. That's a PlayStation end. So I grabbed, he dropped it down, so I picked it up. And lo and behold, an official PlayStation lead you know, the RF lead, which is in pretty good condition. I haven't tested it out yet, but it is pretty good, Nick. So I thought that was a win, especially an official one. You don't really see those. But going on from that, there was another PlayStation lead, which isn't official. So, you know, but this has got the red, yellow, and blues on the end. I can't remember the word, the video leads. There's a power lead for a PlayStation. So I picked that up. Another AV lead for a PlayStation, but this one was in a bag. It has been open, but I just thought, well, I'll grab it. So I've got, anyone needs a lead for a PlayStation, you know where to come. But I just thought for free, the things that can go on there on eBay, for, even if they're £1, it all adds to the game fund, doesn't it? And I picked up a coaxial because I need one for my Nintendo Entertainment System. Because when I sold my Master System, I took one out of there, chucked it with the Master System, so I needed one for that. That's that. I picked up this little box. Don't ask me why. It was free. I was thinking of giving it to my nan because she likes little bits and bobs like that. Also, I picked up a book you'll see in the video. It was a big book. I gave that to my son. I just thought it was interesting. He likes history and stuff like that. And the book was entitled Things That Changed the World, or Events That Changed the World. So you've got the moon landing and everything big that happened in history then. Assassinations and things. So I thought it was a really interesting book, and he likes history and stuff, so I gave him that. So I picked that up. But I also picked up this. Now, I know it's nothing, but for free, come on. It's a little tape player with a radio. I got it home. It does work. Signal's not the best in here, but yeah, it works. When I tried it in the kitchen by the window, it was fab. So for free, I just need to get a tape player. I did have a copy of Coolio's Gangster's Paradise, the full album on cassette, so I'm gonna have to try and dig that out. But yeah, that's that. And the last thing I picked up from there for free was this camera. Now I know what you're thinking, what the hell did you get this for? Well, I've had a look. You know, I watch Retro Rummage and all the other guys, and some of them get cameras. So I thought, why not? It's free. I've put batteries in here. The zoom works in and out, and the flash works. Obviously, I don't know if it takes a photo, but I can't see why it wouldn't. Everything else works on here. Pucker. It's in really good condition, actually. So, got a little carry case for free. So I'm going to stick that on eBay. Now, I've gone for, looked at solds. It's crazy, some of them. There's some that sell for tenner, whatever, I'd be happy with that. Some are sold for 55 quid. I'll put a little photo up here. Averaging around 15. So I'm going to stick it up for 20, I think, or best offer. Or I may just put it on auction and see what I get. Purely because it was free. So if I make £1, I've made £1, haven't I? So that's going on eBay. So that was that. That's what we picked up from the... So that was the car boot. That was all the little things we picked up. I actually didn't spend any money. The only money we spent was on this. And Laura actually bought that. So thank you for lunch, Laura. Did pick up a few other things from other places. So we did get this off Vinted. So it is a PS2 control. I still haven't got around to testing this. I'm terrible. You know, I want to collect all different colours of PS1, 2 and 3. Still haven't tested it. And I'm not very convinced it's going to work because of that. But we'll see. If not, it's just going to be a display piece. I've left it too long to return it. My own fault. So... yeah, I picked that out. I think that was about... the reason I grabbed it, these are going between 15 and 20 quid. I think I got that for around 7 or 8. I shall leave a photo up there. And as for games, this week I have picked up Alone in the Dark on the PS5. Literally just started this last night. I'm only about an hour in it, so I don't really know how to judge it. It's not like I thought it was going to be... I'm a little disappointed if I'm honest, but I'll let you know as I get further on. But yeah, I did actually get this on release day. I pre-ordered this because I was excited for it, and I didn't get around to playing it. So literally started it last night. I've been playing Spider-Man, then I did all the DLCs on Spider-Man. Absolutely loved that game. So yeah, that's Alone in the Dark. And I also picked up South Park Snow Day. I was going to pre-order this on release day. I was going to get the special edition, but I noticed it was like 190 quid, which I wasn't paying. And And then I seen a few things of gameplay of this, and I thought, I'm not spending 80 quid on a South Park game that looks like that. So I left it. But when it came out on release day, I noticed the price was only 22 quid. So I thought, well, for 22 quid, I'll give it a go for a brand new game. So I didn't get it on release day. I ordered it on release day, and it came a couple of days after. So that's another pickup. Still need to play that. But we're going to get Alone in the Dark done first. Then we're going to go on to South Park Snow Day. And then I think Dead Space is on the horizon, because I've had that game literally a year and it's still in the cellophane. So that's that. That's another week done and dusted. Not great for pickups. Next week will be better. Promise you. I am going to a CX I've never been to before. A couple of charity shops. I am going down to London. Well, London Way. One of the suburbs of London. So that'll be fun. Get some footage while I'm down there. See if we can get some English gems. And yeah, I'm going to try to get the Del Boys as well this week. There's a few bits and bobs going on, so we will have more pickups next week. So I've been keeping a bit of money and stuff ready for that. So as it stands, this is the Game Fund, cash, voucher, and special editions. Obviously, the special editions is still going up, which is great. And that's that. So I shall see you all on the next video, folks. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Ta-ra. Don't forget, game on.